Hello, I'm Craig Foster with Roof Tech, and we're on the rooftop of the Family Life Center at St. Pius on Harry Wurzbach. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to take you through a few items today, repair items, maintenance items that we feel that that you need up on this rooftop. And what we're looking at is wanting to get you down the road about 3 to 5 years, but with the idea that eventually you're going to have to re-roof this roof. But if we can extend the life, nurse it along, and get you down the road a little bit, we can put a long-term plan together. And so that's what we're here for. We're here for you to put a long-term roofing maintenance and management plan together for you. And starting on this particular rooftop, and you've got a few other older rooftops, and now you have a couple newer rooftops that we want to address in the future, but not too far down the road, because you need roof management on those as well. So here we are on top of this roof. We've done some maintenance, we've done some repairs for you in the past. Let's start taking a look at a couple items, okay? All right, as we come down here, this is what we call a pitch pocket. This black, big, ugly thing right here. It's got multiple pipes coming down through it. It's got mastic and sealant that's been gooped in here over and over and over again, trying to keep it watertight. But what happens is it starts to dry out and crack in these areas. I don't know if you can see these areas all in here, okay? And then it also does it up at the top area and so forth, and that allows water migration into the roof. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and replace all these, and we've done a couple of these pitch pans before, and I'll show you one in just a minute. The other thing that we're kind of concerned about that we'll try to address as best as possible is you've got two access points that are very, very low to the roof on the side of a curb here on this large RTU unit. You've got one on this side and one on just opposite on the other side. What we want to do is we want to fabricate a metal hood in here to not allow water to actually get blown or to come on top of this area directly. We want to divert that water, not allow it to get to that area, to help mitigate any type of water intrusion in that area. So let's take a walk back over here. You have a gravel asphalt pitch roof over a structural concrete deck. We're thinking this roof is anywhere 30 plus years old. Now these pitch roofs, they do last a long time, but there does come a time when they do need to be re-roofed. Okay, here's an example of a pitch pan that we've actually redone. Let's get over here. Okay. That we've actually redone this pitch pan. We actually cut everything out, fabricated a new pitch pan, installed it, tied it into the roof, and then we refilled it with a pourable sealer. Now this is what we want to do with all the rest of the pitch pans. Additionally, in this area that we're at right here, there's two RTU units. And there's been a lot of activity of repair work and maintenance work done in this area. So what we're proposing, and why don't you swing on around over here? What we're proposing in this area is to remove and push the gravel back and spud back and create a surface to where we can put a granulated material, rolled material, this rolled material here, okay, and go ahead and apply that all around these two units here. There's been a lot of work here, a lot of things involving the roof, and it might be a good idea to go ahead and redo this area right in here around these units. Okay, let's take a look over here. Okay, a couple items here. Here is another pitch pan. Okay, and what you have is you have a seal-tight flex conduit that has electrical running in it. Well, this is very old, it's brittle, it's cracking as you can see, and that allows water to get down into the pipe. Actually, water can run right down into the building, inside this pipe. So we do suggest that you would have this line replaced and make it so it would be watertight. Also, we would change out this pitch pan as well, because we've got cracking in here, we've got areas for water to get in. Okay, and then as we turn our attention to the perimeter of the project, what we're looking at is the capstone and the joints between the capstone. Now, with a capstone, it's concrete, so what we're going to get is we're going to get water soaking into the concrete. So what we want to do, two things, is we want to reseal all the joints between the capstones. As you can see, all the dried out joints in here. And then we want to apply new sealant. We want to go ahead and put in a waterproof sealant or penetrant sealant onto the capstone. So that way when water hits it, it beads off of it instead of absorbing into it. Now you wouldn't think water could get through that capstone, but as that capstone absorbs moisture and it gets wet, and there's no, let's say we have a week of rain or several days of rain, what'll happen is it'll absorb so much moisture, it'll start getting wet on the bottom, and it'll start allowing moisture on the bottom to leak down into the wall area. And we've seen some perimeter wall leaks, and we've addressed some of that from the outside and also from the inside of the wall. Okay, the other thing that we want to do, and you might want to swing back around this way, okay, is we want to look at the base flashing condition throughout the perimeter of the roof. This is a membrane, and this was put in at the time when the roof was put in, and it's been coated over and it's been repaired and all of that, and I'm sure it's done its job just fine. But what we want to do now as far as a maintenance is we want to put a new membrane in here. So we want to pull this rock back, we want to spud back to get a good surface that we can go onto, and then we're going to take this pliable membrane here, and we're going to install it in rolls. This is just an example piece, and put that along here, just like what you see here. It'll be installed similar to that, and it'll come down onto the rooftop, be tied into the rooftop, and create a whole new waterproof surface here at the base flashing area. Then we're going to put in a new counter flashing metal in here, so that way this is all sealed off with metal as well. So with the perimeter, that is a very large part of this maintenance proposal, a repair proposal to take care of this perimeter area where you have the opportunity for water migration as well. So there you have it. Those are the basic items that we're looking at and what we feel that you might need to do at this point. What we're going to do is we're going to prepare a proposal for you that will have these items listed. And if you have any questions as you go through it, you look at the video and so forth, please call us. You can talk to John Hurt or myself, Craig Foster, at 210-493-3022. And thank you for getting on the rooftop with us today.